Hello, co-creators. I'm Kelly Keith. I'm your spiritual baddie. And today we'll be doing an energy check-in. I'm going to start off with kind of raising the vibration a little bit with this drum here. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out through your nose with a sigh. Okay. That has been helping me to center myself. I've been starting my meditations like that in the morning. It really just brings me back to center. Okay. You feel that? I feel that. It's called balance. And balance is what is needed at this time to really be able to have the clarity to move forward with your relationships and your choices in life regarding your career or any big projects that you're working on, or releasing toxic relationships at this time, things that are not serving you, people, places, things that are not serving you. Okay, it's going to be important to get balance before making any decisions right now. Okay, so I already pulled some cards while I was in meditation. And this is going to just be a quick energy check-in. Also, I've been doing lives on TikTok at night. If you're interested, you can find me there. Kelly Keith. You can find me there. So what I see here, I also wanted to say that this New Year's energy is really, from my perception and from my research and what is my truth, New Year's energy is about the tax holiday. It's a celebrating the new year of taxes beginning. That's what it was created for, and that is what it has continued to be about, because your birthday and my birthday is actually our New Year's. And that's when anything new that we try to start is going to be more successful for us, because the planets are in a line for each individual person on your actual birthday. Okay? So it doesn't matter when you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, this is the energy check-in for you at this moment. And the messages that are coming through the cards and with my psychic abilities are actually from oracles. So they're not tarot cards. So it's more triggering the clairs in me that are getting the messages from these cards. It's not actual, like the tarot is cards that they actually have meaning in them. These have meanings, but I'm not reading it from the author's perspective. I'm reading it from what is coming through in the moment of the energy that I am currently tapping into, that I have set an intention for the collective today to bring through the messages. Okay? So, like the title of this video, which is New Earth's Energy Check-In, this is the meaning of New Earth. When I say New Earth, I mean coming from a 5D consciousness state that we are all striving to be more about, and living from that type of consciousness, which is about unconditional love, no judgments, no conditions of self or others. It always starts with ourself. So New Earth's energy is representing, coming from a more centered, balanced state and loving others no matter what, exactly where they're at, with no judgments or conditions. That is what unconditional love looks like. Loving your neighbor, loving your kids, loving your what you would consider haters or enemies, loving them, loving demonic energy, because that is who the true core of what a demon per se is. They are love, but they're so, I feel, my perception is you and I and the next human that is so far from their unconditional love center, that person has like a low entity about them, the lower vibration energy that is either feeding off their energy and they're acting from that energy level, or that I consider that a demon. So like fallen angels, okay, I feel all of us are fallen angels that are finding our light again. Okay, we came here in this dense reality of 3D reality to experience life in the physical, which they say is considered hell, but it doesn't have to be hell. It could be organized chaos. It could be heaven on earth. It could be whatever you choose this matrix to be, because you are power and you can create whatever you wish with your higher self and guides, consciously or unconsciously. It's better to create consciously, right? Because then you can actually pinpoint from a balanced state what it is you actually want to experience here in this game, this reality of life that we came here from spirit, unconditional love, consciousness to experience in the physical. Okay? I hope I explained that clearly enough. If I didn't, go ahead and leave me some messages in the comments. So, beginning our messages from New Earth's Energy Check-In, in this current moment, we are experiencing new beginnings. And you see here, there is a door behind her. And she's walking on the world, okay? She's about to embark on an adventure. That is you and me, you and I. We are about to step into a new adventure. And it's not just because this is the new year, okay? It's because the way the planets are aligned right now and what the messages for the collective at this time that needed to come through is that the whole earth is facing these new beginnings, right? But it's not necessarily about changing something, or it's more about bringing in compassion. It's more about stepping through that doorway and understanding that everybody is growing through this inner standing of themselves at this time. And so to have compassion for everybody around you and yourself, this is the new beginning that is really needed right now. So if you can just consciously be aware Awareness is key to consciousness. That compassion is what's needed to give yourself grace and to not be so disappointed if you fail at trying to start something new at this time, because really compassion is all you're really needing to do with yourself at this time. To start with compassion, realizing that somebody else next to you today, whether you know them or not, you don't know exactly what they're going through or growing through. Or maybe you do, and it's time to have compassion. Whether you know somebody or not, okay? To have compassion, knowing that everybody is learning at this time how to be there for themselves. And you don't really necessarily need to know what somebody's truly going through or growing through to have compassion for somebody. You know, people that are struggling in relationships, you know, to have no judgment or conditions on somebody, but to actually really have compassion and to feel that, you know, this is none of my business, but I validate that this person may be going through something today that really has nothing to do with me and everything to do with themselves. And the same with myself and yourself. If, you know, you're struggling to be kind, right? To be kind with your words. Just have compassion that you're at least living in awareness. Don't judge yourself. That you're living in awareness today that you can do better tomorrow, right? Okay, so moving on, I see authority. Authority, to me, this means I'm hearing you are power, and to have authority over your life and focus on calling all your power back to you, because power is here as well. Authority, being the authority in your life and calling back all your power to yourself at this time. You say, I call back all my power, known and unknown, that I have given away to myself right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can do that throughout the day when you feel like you've given your power away to someone, or you've had a really draining conversation with someone. I mean, it'd be better before talking to certain people to put yourself in a protection bubble, so that way you don't get drained by a conversation that you know usually drains you with certain people. You just know that their conversations are like that. But to speak up for yourself also, and try not to allow people. Being an authority in your life is sticking up for yourself, not being quiet when it's time to speak up for yourself, to stay in your power, and to let people know if they're being negative, okay? If they're going down a negative rant and you can feel your energy shifting, speak up for yourself. Be an authority in your life, because you're not doing anybody justice by being quiet, by not speaking up for yourself, by not staying in your power, by not being an authority in your life. That's just being a doormat. And you don't need to be a doormat. Not at this time. Your guides are bringing through these messages for a reason at this time. And you know who you are, okay? You know who you are. And it's just something to be aware of and to make sure that you remember at this time. This isn't energy check-in. This is what is wanting to come through, okay? That's what I got for that. Now I'm going to move on. So I see 0, 4, 7, and 4. 4, 4, maybe a number, 44. For some of you, 44 also reminds me of relationships and stability and balance, okay? I'm seeing 7 here. I'm also seeing another gateway, and patience and planning. I'm seeing another gateway here. What feels good is God. Maybe you are trying to start a new spiritual practice, and maybe you're religious and you're feeling like it's time to maybe change things up a little bit and to, explore different spiritual philosophies and ideas and cultures at this time. Patience and planning, that's what I see with this card, but at the same time, I see commitments. So it could be a commitment to that new spiritual practice, or gaining a stronger connection with your guides by meditating, by stepping through the gateway into the light, going towards your higher self and connecting more and sitting down and showing up daily, consistently meditating, starting with 5 minutes, working your way up to 15 minutes after a month. I've been staying with 15 minutes. That's comfortable for me for a few years, 3.5 years now. And the patience and planning, also, it kind of relates to spiritual relationships as well. Being committed more to bringing spirituality into a love relationship right now. I see a heart here. I see the white flower here, which is for innocence. The commitment to a love partner and bringing spirituality into the relationship more. And being committed to that, actually being committed. So for those of you not in a relationship, I see, but also people that are in a relationship, actually connecting with your guides more, and also communicating that as a couple. And the ones that are not in a relationship, it's strictly to build that relationship with your guides and your higher self, your team, your unseen team at this time, which you do that by consistently showing up in the morning before you start your day, getting up before anyone else so they don't distract you, and setting a timer and actually showing that you are willing to build this relationship so you can be a co-creator with your unseen team. The part of yourself that can foresee all the multifaceted different ways of things that you could be doing that could be for your highest good at this time. Actually creating that spiritual ritual practice to build your relationship, to show that you are willing to show up, to show that you are willing to listen to that gut instinct instead of, oh, I felt that, oh, I said that to myself earlier, but I just, I decided not to do that. Oh, I wish I would have listened to my gut. Having less moments like that and more moments like, yes, I remembered. Thank you for helping me remember. Thank you. Okay? That is the type of relationship, okay, that you can create, and the type of life, the magic, the love, the abundance that is trying to flow to you, but you've been in this resistant state. Patience and planning and actually showing up for yourself, your spirit self, your higher self. will help balance out everything else in your life at this time. Okay? So now I'm moving on, discontent and boredom. And I was like, why? Why is this here? It's because there's a lack of this. Yeah. There is a lack of connection to your spiritual self. Because let me tell you something. I am never bored. Boredom is cruelty to those you are around unless they are sleeping. Let me say that again. Someone saying they're bored is cruelty to those people that you were around while you were saying that or feeling that. It's cruelty to those you are around unless they are sleeping and you're bored. Okay? You don't want to be cruel to other people. Connecting to your guides, you will find the beauty and the magic in every moment of your life. You will have fun doing the most mundane things. And when you sense the boredom, right, and the discontent, when you start to sense this and it starts to creep in, it's like so quick when you're connected to something higher to come up with a new idea to go have some fun. You just get these bright ideas of how to have fun without even using money. You all of a sudden just look out into the nature and start having fun because you're communicating with the birds and the trees and the wind, and without being on mushrooms or something, some substance. You were just constantly high when you are connected. You were just constantly feeling the joy and seeing the beauty in the world. I'm telling you, it is game changer, next level SHIT. Let me tell you, okay? You will not experience this. What you will experience is fulfillment. Total fulfillment. This was the card that came up when I asked why this was here. And it makes so much sense because of what came before it. This is what is needed. Patience, planning, and showing up for your higher self like it is an appointment you cannot miss. And I'm telling you, your life is going to change. It is going to change so drastically. You are going to experience so much love and so much abundance and things that you've been holding back from yourself because you haven't stepped into your true power. You've been giving yourself away, all your energy to everywhere else instead of pouring into yourself, being your own authority. Okay? So that is the messages that came through for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check me out live on TikTok. And yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. That's it. Bye for now.